Okay, students, sorry for interruption. So what we are going to do, we will save this. Okay, we are going to save this drawing and save it as 111. Okay, let's give a name we want. So let's make a drawing of this part. Okay, so let's say landscape to landscape. Let's make the front view a top view. Okay, so you will see that it is actually the same thing. So So you will see that it's like remove tangent edges. We never show tangent edges in the drawing. So remove tangent edges from here as well, show hidden lines as well. Okay, so all the hidden lines are going to be visible. Okay, so you will see that they both are actually the same. So you see that this part is actually the same, isn't it? So we have this hidden line all to the bottom because of this. So okay, now let's make this feature, which is actually okay. Let's make a hole over here. Okay, so what is the distance of the hole? It's 11. Okay, and this is 11, and this is actually a counter bore. So counter bore, the diameter of the small hole is actually this is small hole. So where is the small hole? Make this line. So this is actually the hidden line. So you can see that actually the center line and the hidden line, they actually, they are coincident, but they are overlapping. Okay. Center line of the top circle and this hidden line, they are overlapping. So that's why you have to take care of this thing. Now this is actually the center line of this counter board. And there is actually this hidden line, which is actually over here, is actually because of this edge. Okay. And you can see that this is actually the edge of the hidden line of the counter board. So let's make a counter board first of all. Okay. So we'll come back to this place. Let's make a counter board. And where is it? Okay, so counter board. Whole wizard. Whole wizard. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I cannot make a counter board, but you know how to make a counter board because one of the file is not installed in this. So I cannot make a counter board. But what I'll do, I will make a counter board by another method. Okay, so this is a problem with my SolidWorks installation. So I do not have this library actually, so I cannot make. But if you want to make a counter board, what you are going to do, you are going to make a sketch. You are going to make another sketch. Okay, so select the circle again, click on this point, and okay, so okay, so I have made two circles, and what is the diameter of the inner one? 12.5. Diameter of outer one is 25. So this is another way of making a counter board, but you should definitely choose to make counter board with the easiest method. Okay, because I do not have right now the proper installation libraries. So that's why I'm facing this issue, but you will definitely not face this issue. So 12.5 and 25, and what is the location actually? Location is 33 from here, from this circle, and 54 plus 41 from this edge. 54 plus 41 from this edge. So this is actually 54 plus 41. 54 plus 41. Okay, SolidWorks is automatically going to do the calculation. You do not need to do that. And this distance is 33. And what else? How can this is 22 as you can see. There is actually a center. This is a center line. Okay, it's dividing this part into two pieces. You can see 39 and 39 is totally 102. So this distance is 12, as you can see. And this is again 12. How do we know? Just look at the radius actually. This is again 12. Okay, so by looking at the radius, you can say that this is 12. This is 39, 39, this is 12. So this is actually a center line. Let's make a center line. Okay, so make a center line. Okay, and this is going to be in the center. Okay, this is just for dimensioning. Okay, so that we can do the dimensioning easily. So from this center line, this is actually 22 millimeters below. Okay, so I know that this is 22 millimeters below 22. Okay, and now it's fully defined. So you can see that it's fully defined. Now come to the features and then extrude cut. Okay, so I have selected this one, the outer feature, the outer one, the bigger circle. Okay, this. So you can select the contour as well if you want. Select this contour, this purple one. Okay, and what is the depth of the U? What is the depth of the counter bore U? It's 3 millimeters. Make three, write 3 over here. So from sketch plane, how much? 3 millimeter. Okay, of course you are not going to do this method because you can use the counter bore option. But this is an alternative method. If, for example, you are unable to move counter bore, then what you are going to do, select the same sketch, go to extrude cut, okay, and then select which one? The middle area, okay. So do not select this region 4. Select the middle area, okay. This is the middle area, and how much? Throughout all. Okay, so through all you are going to do, click OK, so you will get a component. Okay, now you see that we have a sketch 4 and a sketch 4. So you can have a same sketch, and from the same sketch, you can have like 2 features. This is something new for you. Okay, anyway, this is the counter board. Now let's make a circle actually over here. A circle actually, okay. So from this center, it's actually 33 millimeter above. Okay, and this is 29 from this circle actually. Okay, so let's make this hole, and you can see it's all through. Okay, so let's make this. Select the surface, sketch on this, make a circle. Okay, and what is the radius? It's 11. This one is 11. Diameter is 11. Okay. And what are the dimensions? So select this, make this a sketch perpendicular. The dimensions are, okay, this one. Okay. How much is this one? This dimension. This dimension is 33. And this dimension is how much? 29, as you can see. Okay. 33 and 29. And this is 11. Use a cut. Let's see cut. And all three. This is the third one. Now we see, like we see our drawing sheet, we are going to see that there are going to be like many hidden lines. Okay, so one hidden line for the counter board, for this hole, for this hole. You can add the center line if you want, for example. Go to the annotation, center line. You can add a center line for this one. And you saw that this center line was actually overlapping with the hidden line. Okay, so you can make a center line and delete those center lines which you actually do not want. Okay, so there is a center line, this center line you do not want actually. Okay, so only make those center lines which are given over here. There is one center line over here. There is a center line over for this one, for this hole as well. You can make it. Okay, so go to the center line. Sorry, center line and this center line and this one, and then center line and this counter. Okay, so we have got center line there for this counter as well. Now we are coming to this region, and you can see that if I move this red line over here, I see this edge and I see this circle. So this edge is actually coinciding with the with this end of the circle. So this means this edge is actually because of this one. So this is actually a boss. This edge is this circle is actually above this 12 millimeter surface. Okay, and this hole, because it's hidden, that's why we can say that it has got a depth of this much. Okay, again, I will not be able to make this hole because the hole wizard is actually not working for my case. But I will make this circle. Okay, and what is the diameter of this circle? The diameter is 16. No, this is the diameter of the small one, the bigger one. Bigger is 32. Okay, as you can see, it's 32, and the height is again 32 from the bottom. 32 is the diameter, height is 32 from the bottom. So 32 from the bottom means this is 12. So it's going to be 20 from this surface, okay, from the top surface. So 32 and 12, I'm going to make a circle. Let's come back over here. So select this surface, sketch, okay, and make a circle over here. Okay, and what is the diameter? 32. And what is the height? Okay, let's position the center of the circle. What is the position actually? It's actually in the middle. You are going to make a center line. Okay, it's passing through the center line. It's in the middle, and it is again 54 from this corner. Okay, so 54 from this corner. From this edge to this one is how much? From this edge to this one is 54. Okay. So if you want to make, so we know that this from here to here is 51. Now there are two options, either make a center line or just write 51. If this dimension 51, because we know that the total is 102. Okay, and what else? So we are going to do the exclude boss. So how much is the boss? It's 20. Okay, not through all. It's not a cut actually. Why it is showing me cut? This is the boss. Boss exclude. How much? 20. Okay. This is the boss. Okay, and now I am going to make a hole at the top. Remember, my hole wizard feature is not working. That's why I'm doing it like this. But the problem with this is that you cannot make this cone. Okay, the cone is only going to be, I mean, can be made with the hole. I can make it anyway. I can select the first, and then I make this part and revolve cut. I can make a cone, but it's going to take long time. I will only make a cone. I will only make a hole, and the depth I'm going to choose is going to be 24. Okay, this is what I will do. So I will leave the cone anyway. If you use the hole wizard, that cone is going to come automatically. Okay, so 16 and 24. So let's make circle 16 and 24. Concentric. Okay, so this is 16. how much is the cut? 24. Okay, so I can see that there is actually no, even if I, for example, cut it, you can see that there is actually no V. Okay, this is actually the problem with making a hole like this. But you can do a sketch, make a triangle, make a sketch and revolve cut. So in that way, you can get V as well, but that is going to be that is going to be a longer procedure. Now we have made this part. Now come over here. What is this? This is again a hole, as you can see. So there is actually a hole, and we can see that this hidden line, which is actually over here. Okay, this hidden line is actually because of this hole. Okay, so there is actually a hidden line. Okay, this is the center line. So actually, 2 to 3 things are overlapping. This hidden line is actually because of this feature. Okay, and this hidden line is actually because of this hole. Okay, so it's like this. So let's make the hole which is over here, and we know that it's actually cut. Okay, so there is a hidden line. Now, this solid line is actually because of this feature. Okay, let's make that hole first of all. It's a small hole. Sketch on the surface. Make a hole. Sketch. Okay. This is sketch 8. I'm clicking on this. Click on this and make a hole. Okay, and then what is the dimension actually? The dimension is again 9.5. Okay, so this dimension is 9.5, as you can see. Okay, now this distance you can see this is 12, isn't it? This is 12, this is 35. So we are going to come over here again and we will enter 12 over here. From the center to this edge is 12. From this edge to this side is 35. Okay, and then it's cut all through. Okay, through all. Now this is also done. And if you open your drawing, you are going to see, this. Now this is missing only, the cone is missing. But of course, in whole wizard, if you use the whole wizard, you are going to get that one. Otherwise, everything is, you can see that it's same. It's the same, isn't it? And come and you can compare that everything is actually the same. Okay, so everything is same actually. So you have this hidden line over here. Of course, this is a center line, which you can make. That's not a problem. All the features. Now we are going to make this feature and this last thing. Okay, so now we are coming over here, and you can see that they all have the height of this feature, which is over here. It is actually 19 millimeters from the base. How do we know that it's 19 millimeters? So you can see that this edge is actually because of this surface. This edge cannot be of this surface or this surface. Why? The reason is that if I move this line, I see that this edge and this plane, they are coinciding. If I move over here, this edge and this face of the circle is coinciding. If I move over here, this edge and this plane is coinciding. So definitely what is left behind, this edge is actually for this curve. Okay, so height is how much? It's 90. So I'm going to make this profile, and I am going to make this profile and extrude how much? 7 millimeter above this surface. 12, 90 minus 12 is 7. So let's make this Okay. Sketch on this, make it normal, and start sketching. It was not selected. I don't know. Sometimes, this laptop is slow. Sometimes mistake. No, we are going to come. We are going to come over here. Okay. So this is done. And there is actually a slot in the middle, isn't it? We are going to make the slot afterwards, but let's complete this. So 14 plus 19. Radius is 12. Radius is 12. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this distance is 14 plus 19. 14. Okay, as we can see, it's 33. 14 plus 19. So this is 14 plus 19. And it's fully defined, isn't it? Now we are going to introduce a slot. Anyway, you can make the slot by using line and curve as well, but making a slot is easier. So let's make a center line first of all. It's easy. Let's make a center line, a line passing through the center. Okay, this is the center line, and then come to the slot command. So this is my first point, this is my second point, and this is actually a slot. So what is actually these two, this center of this arc of the slot and this center, they are coincident. Let's make them coincident. Okay. As you can see, they are coincident. Okay. This arc and this semicircle of a slot. And this is 19 and this is 10. Okay. 19 and 19 and 10. Okay. So we have got this thing and you can see it's fully defined. Now what we are going to do, extrude boss. So select this feature, this purple feature, because this is what we are going to extrude. And how much distance, not all through, we are going to do 7 millimeter. Okay, 7 millimeter about this side. Okay, so there it is. This was actually, we go to this drawing, we are now going to see this thing actually, this same thing. If you compare, they are same actually. Okay, so we have made this feature. Now we have to make the back thing. Okay, so you will see two hidden lines, one hidden line over here and one hidden line over here. And this hidden line is actually because it's not, they are not quite visible, but from the front view, from the top view, you can see that they are actually there. So sometimes, the hidden lines, sometimes you omit or they are overlapping, they are sometimes not visible. Okay, so on to this again. And what we are going to make now, we will make this. Now remember, they all have the same height. Okay, so this has the same height. How do we know that it has the same height? From here. Okay, so this whole thing is going to have, let's make this whole thing, okay? And we'll make the circle at the end because the circle, we have to select this face and then extrude 14 millimeter from the back side. Okay, so let's make this profile. Okay, so this is eight, this is eight, this is eight, and 39 from here, 39 from the center. And what else? Okay, so eight, eight. Let's start. Let's start. You'll see as we are going to move on. Selection the surface, make it normal. Okay, so start from the same, go up here, go this way, then So we are going to go straight down, then make a mark. Small arc, it's a fillet actually. It's straight and make another fillet. We can make the fillets afterwards anyway. It's not necessary that we make the fillet in the frame itself, but I like to make it in the sketch. Okay, that's a close one. You can make the fillets afterwards, but the fillet radius are three. There is actually a fillet over here as well. You can see. But anyway, I'm going to make this one afterwards. Okay. So let's make those fillets and the fillets for the But I will recommend you to make fillet afterward because it's easy. Okay. Making fillets at the end is easy. Okay. So do not follow my method. Instead, make a straight line and make a corner over there and make a corner over here as well. This is what I will recommend. Okay. So this is 8. This is also 8. It's 7 actually. 8 and 8. Yeah, yeah. These two dimensions are given. Now we do not know what is this dimension. So where we are going to get from? From this 20. Can you see 20? I am going to move this line and I will see that this edge is actually this surface is shown over here as an edge. So what is it? It's 20. So let's move this. Let's make this dimension and it's 20. Okay. So now it's complete. And what we are going to do, we are going to extrude it. How much? Extrude box. We are going to extrude it to a distance of what's the total distance? The total is actually where we are going to focus this not from. This is 32. This is 25. This 25 is actually the center of the circle. 32 is for this one. This is 19. So top of boss are 3. What it says where is top of boss are 3. Top of boss are 12. Here is 12 actually. Radius 12. This is the radius. So this is the top, but what there is line is actually anyway. Not very clear what it means. But anyway, we'll. But what I think is that for the horizontal line, if for example, let's make a horizontal. Okay, let's make a horizontal line. This is my horizontal line. I can see that these two lines, these two edges have the same level, isn't it? They are at the same level. So because this is 38, this is also going to be 38. Okay. So if the dimensions are not given, you have to, use a ruler. Not actually perfectly horizontal, now it's horizontal. You can see that they both are actually at the same level. You bring the ruler in exam. This is what I'll recommend. So this height is going to be how much? 12 minus 30, 38 minus 12, which is 36, 26. It's 26 now. 26 from here, from this. Okay, so it's 26. 26. So we got this thing and we have merged the result. Now what we are going to, now these are two Phillips. Okay. So you can move these selection around afterwards as well. That's how to we are going to select the surface. Get from this. Okay. Get from this surface. Okay. This surface we are going to select. Let's make a circle over here. And what is the position of the circle? It has to be in the middle. So let's make a center line. Okay. Let's make a center line. This center line is going to be what? Vertical. Let's make it vertical, and this center line is, and the center of the circle is passing to a center line. Okay. So what we are going to do now, we may select this edge. We are going to select this edge to center line. Remember, they are on the same. This is actually this plane. Okay. So make it symmetric. When I make it symmetric, it's going to be in the center. Okay, so I have selected this plane. You can like, for example, put in this view as well to understand properly. Okay, so in the view, so it's actually in the center line is in the middle, and of course it is actually in the middle. Okay, so let's come back over here. This is the circle is actually in the middle. Let's make a circle, and the diameter of the circle is going to be how much? This is going to be 25. You can see, okay, so this is actually top of boss R12. So what it is saying that this boss is actually, this boss. There is actually a boss, and the radius of the boss is how much? R12. So I can move this one. Now I cannot move it. Okay. So this is actually this is actually a circular boss, and this circular boss is actually this one. Okay, so this one is actually top of the boss. So there is definitely going to be the bottom side of the boss and top side of the boss, and the radius is 12. It's given it, and we can see from here that 25. So it's 12. Yeah. If this is 25 and this is 12, 25 plus 12 is 37. So it's not 38 actually. So I thought that it is 38, but now looking at the drawing again, I can find it out that it's not actually 28, it's 20. Sorry, let me say this again. Okay. Um, okay, so this is actually horizontal. I moved this horizontal line somewhere over here. Okay. And I told you guys that because they are at the same level, so this means because this is 38, this is going to be 38. But now by looking at this dimension, 25 plus 12. 25 plus 12 is 37. So this means this is not 38, this is 37. Okay, so it's actually 1 millimeter less now. Sometimes this happens. For example, this 25 is not there, then this is definitely going to be 28. Okay, because we do not have any dimension. But because this 25 is given and this radius of the circle is how much? 12. And we know that this circle, you can see the small, an arc over here. This arc tells you that these two surfaces are tangent. Okay, there is actually an arc over here. So they are at the same level. So the top of the circular boss and this surface, they are at the same level. So my value, the value which I have put for this boss was actually wrong. This is not going to be. So let's exit from the pixel first of all and modify this. Okay, so this is not 26, rather it's 25. Okay, so 37 minus 12, 37 minus 12 is going to be 25. Okay, so this is 25. Okay, so now I will come back to this sketch and I am going to make the radius. I'm going to make this radius equal to radius is 12, diameter is 24. Okay, diameter is 24. And what I'll do, I'm going to make it in 20. And I know that this surface and this top surface and this edge, they are tangent. Okay, this is what it shows. So it's tangent actually. Okay, so you know that it is actually, and this is actually the surface. And it's tangent. Okay, so there is actually a fillet over here as well, okay, which we are going to make again. Okay, so come back over here, and how much is actually the boss? How much is the boss? Exclude boss base. This boss is 14, 14 from back side. Okay, so it is actually 14. So we now I'm going to tell you one more option. Not you can select any other face or plane as well. So what it says from surface face of plane. This means I'm saying that from this surface line, how much is the distance? 14. Okay. So from this surface, it's 14. So the calculation is automatically done. Okay. So now your drawing is done. You can change the view if you want. So this is your drawing. Now you can make the tangents. Okay. The fillets. So the one fillet is actually over here. Okay. So this is actually the fillet and it's 3 millimeters. Okay, so you can make a fillet of 3 millimeters, and this is how it's going to look like from the top. Okay, so these fillets are already made. Let's make more fillets. So the fillet over here as well. Okay, so with this, select this edge as well. This is another fillet. What are other fillets? There is a fillet over here as well. You can see. Okay, fillet at the base. So you can see it's curved actually. Okay, so fillet is here as well as here as well. No, sorry, this is countable. Sorry, fillet is over here. So you can see it's curved actually. When it is curved, this means this side is have a fillet. So you can come over here. You can select yours. It's going to make fillets. Okay. And there is a fillet over here as well. Fillet over here. As you can see, and you can see that there is a fillet on this side as well. Look at this. This is also a fillet. So this means this is also you have a fillet as well. Okay. And there is a fillet over here as well. So this means this surface has got a fillet as well. So everywhere there is fillet. So this surface has got fillet. Okay. And this one has got fillet. In light face. And what about this one? Let's check. So if I come over here, there is actually a fillet over here as well. You can see this side. So this has got fillet. So I have put fillet in under one fillet command. Okay, I have seen that my students, they fill up the whole, there is fillet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I mean, this is not good. I mean, try to put it in one fillet command. Okay, so what I have done, I have actually entered all the fillets over here, edge 1, edge 2, edge 3, edge 4. Okay, and if you click on tangent propagation, it's going to propagate tangentially. So this is done. So this is the isometric view. And let's check this. Sorry, one thing is left. There is a hole. Okay. So hole is left actually. So sketch a hole on this surface. Sorry. Sketch on this. Sketch. Okay. And make a hole over here. So let's make a hole and click on this edge and this one. Sorry. This one and this edge and make it concentric. Okay. And what is the diameter? Of course, 9.5. This is the third hole. Third 9.5 hole. 9.5. Okay. And then what will be? We will extrude, sorry, not loss. It's cut. You cut and blind all through. So it's a cut actually over here. And I think everything is done. Let's see the drawing and compare the two. This is the drawing, and you will see that the fillets, look at the rounds actually. These rounds are because of this fillet. If you compare this drawing with this drawing, you will see that it's exactly the same. Okay, there is no difference actually. You see, look, even this area is actually the same. Now, sometimes they when because these drawings are made by hand, so sometimes they do not show all the hidden lines. So do not worry anyway. You have to remove tangent edges. Remove tangent edges if there are tangent edges removed. Okay. So so do not worry. This is okay in here. So you have this hidden line, which is over here. You have this thing, and there is a fillet on this surface as well, which I forgot. Okay, so how do I know? I know because of this curve. Okay, from this curve, I know that there is a fillet on this surface as well. Okay, which I haven't made. So let's make this fillet as well. Now you will see that it's going to modify. So no, I have already made a fillet on this. It's already there. Okay, so this on this surface there is a fillet, and we have a fillet on this side. But you know what? I mean, if I see on this side, actually, this is again a fillet. These drawings are made by hand, so uh, do not worry if there is a little bit variation. Do not worry about it. Okay. Otherwise, everything is the same. What SolidWorks give you is perfectly correct. What these handmade drawings give you, they can have these handmade drawings can have some errors. Okay. So this center line, of course, you can make. You can make this center line, and with except that this is again a center line. Okay. So you can make this center line as well. And this is actually a curve for the failure, which you can see over here. Okay. And you can see that everything is the same. Top view is exactly the same. Okay. This is all.